Hey guys, I am trying something new with my video uploading, so I'll see how this works. So I've pulled some cards for upcoming Pisces new moon tomorrow, and I thought it might be better to do a reading for the collective regarding the moon times. So we're trying something different this week, all the way around, with a new way of doing the video and also a new way of doing the reading for you. So first up, we have a new moon intention card, and this is from the Sage Goddess Oracle new moon intention card. And we've got healed lineage. So healed lineage, it says, my ancestors past, present, and future are invited to move into healed space. Now as I unlock the keys to karmic patterns and recode my lineage for peace. As my ancestors heal, all generations, backwards and forwards, find their way to the light. And this is beautiful energy for this Piscean new moon. So this is a very emotional, connected new moon energy, and that's because Pisces is a water sign. So when we're dealing with waters, we're dealing with the emotions. So we want to keep that in mind. Pisces is also very connected to the intuition, the intuitive guidance, the feminine flow of things. So we might be feeling that even more this go round. Now, aside from the new moon intention card, which is the healed lineage, I also pulled two from the chakra healing deck from Sage Goddess. Now, we've got first up, no worries. Like that, no worries. So no worries says, remember that protection is your divine birthright. Ground your energy into Gaia with a vibrant garnet red grounding cord that you send from between your hips down into the depths of her sacred womb. So it's asking you to ground more deeply into Mother Earth. And I think many of us need more grounding at this time. Send all your fears, worries, and concerns down that cord and feed them to the Mother Earth, where they can be transformed and transmuted and then returned as usable white light energy. And that's really what happens. So this energy is transmuted and transformed and recycled and then used as nourishment as it comes back up into our energy system. So I want to talk about that a little bit more. I do have a free webinar coming up on working with the 5D Earth Star template, and we're going to be weaving in some Reiki energy, and it's going to be a healing experience for you as well as a learning experience about what these new energy frequencies are like, and helping to hold that space for you to experience that in a deeper level of grounding, because so many people right now need help with that grounding energy. And so I'm not surprised that this is coming through, and especially during this Piscean new moon, because it's really easy to be very ungrounded in Piscean energy, because Pisces are really deep into that intuitive third eye nature, and when we come up into that space, we tend to lose our grip with the earth, with our grounding self, and it's easy to kind of get into this space of more of the dreamlike state, where even when you're awake, you're not fully there, you're not fully present. So this is another aspect of that Piscean energy. So the more that you ground, the easier it is for you to recognize the disconnect between what might be going on in the visionary aspect of what you want, what you're dreaming, versus the actual reality of what is here. So the second card I got from the chakra deck is initiation. Now, initiation is exactly how it sounds, right? Spirit is initiating you to a new level of awareness, now in preparation for the next cycle of your soul's development. And this is truly perfect for this time. You know, Pisces is the end of the zodiac sign, so we'll be beginning in Aries after this. So it's this completion of a cycle. This is the completion of a cycle. So now we get to start again. So it's almost like we've got the new moon energy, we've got this energy leading up to the new moon, we've got this energy coming after the new moon, which is, to me, the initiation. So it says, you may have been sensing this transition in the form of agitation or restlessness, and even sleep issues. So this is very big in Piscean energy too. So if you've been noticing higher states of anxiety, difficulty sleeping, weird, strange dreams, you know, all of that sort of thing, that really goes hand in hand with this Piscean energy. But just know the hard part is over. Now it's the relaxing into the knowing. And just trust that this is part of your development. Say a prayer and a blessing to express gratitude for how far you have come and set an intention for where you will go next. You are being acknowledged by Source at this time. Right? We all are. This is a collective journey. So this is a time where you are recognizing the cycles and the patterns, right? This healed lineage is calling forth, like, you have been witnessing and recognizing these patterns, and you are doing the work to start releasing some of the karmic patterns that you have experienced in your life. You know, grounding, recognizing the importance in the grounding so that you help relieve the anxiety, the agitation, the irritability, the really that jittery energy, right? That jittery energy is that anxiety energy. It's that it's not stable because it's not grounded. Once you ground, it helps relieve that. So the grounding is super, super important. And then that sets the foundation for the next part, which is that initiation, where we get to start the new cycle. What is coming next? And then the final card, which I don't even know the name of this deck. It was gifted to me, but I love working with this deck, and I keep it here at the shop. So this is Acceptance, and it has the stone lepidolite. So lepidolite can help with the grounding, can help with the focus, can help with the dreaming, all of that. So acceptance, coming to that place of acceptance in this pattern, is that place of, you know, deep surrender, which happens through the grounding process. And when you kind of recognize you're in this cycle, you're in this flow, you're right where you're supposed to be, there's nothing wrong, like there's nothing like crazy. It's like just breathe into it and allow for the embodiment of right where you are. It's not necessary to create so much chaos around it. Like you don't have to kick and scream and deny and fight and resist. You can come to this place of acceptance. And how can you find acceptance in what you have going on? So this is the card for now. How can you find the acceptance and allow that to be what transpires? It's a much softer energy. Personally, I've been working with Auralite 23 with sleeping. So I've been keeping a piece of Auralite 23 in my pillowcase, and I'll tell you why. So Auralite has a base of amethyst. Amethyst is great for sleep, but specifically the Auralite 23 has 23 different minerals, some of which have never been named because they don't come from the earth, so they actually don't have a scientific name for them yet. So it does contain meteorite particles, and in that way it assists with deeper levels of dreaming. So if you haven't tried working with Auralite 23 for dream work, I would highly suggest it, especially if you're interested in dream work. And this being a Piscean new moon, this is a great time for dream work. So if you are wanting to kind of open up maybe some conscious stuff that you need to work through, doing it in dream time can sometimes make that a softer experience for you, rather than trying to journey back in your waking self and like dig up old traumas and things like that. Doing it in sleep time can be much softer experience, especially if there's a lot that you've held. So this can be something that you can work with, even with relieving ancestral karma, right? So this ancestral karma can be something that is visited in the dream time as well. Dreaming of past lifetimes, previous lifetimes, dreaming of your ancestors and what their lifetimes were like, and doing healing work through the lineage in dream time, which is still a place of our reality because we are all in this living dream. So here is an opportunity to really work with the energy that the new moon is bringing in with this Piscean energy, which really supports dream work, but also a foundation of what to actually be working on. So working on healing the lineages, letting go of the karmic patterns, the baggage that you've carried forward. Also working with the grounding energy, allowing yourself to really ground and root, and kind of allow that to be a softer experience as well too. Recognizing the initiation process, because we're in that cycle. you know, whenever we're always in a cycle, we're always somewhere in a cycle of transformation. And when you recognize this, and you recognize, oh, I'm coming to the completion, then you get to recognize and fully embrace the initiation part of it, where it becomes more of a celebration. It becomes easier. You find that acceptance in the process because you know you're right where you're supposed to be, and it's a lot easier to accept when you're willing to surrender to that. So this is what this week is looking like. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know how this lands for you. And if you like this kind of setup, I thought this would be interesting to do for the group as a whole, to talk about the collective energies for this Piscean new moon. So I would love to hear feedback from you. Thank you guys, and I will see you when I see you.